This broadcast is inappropriate for all ages. Right here on the house the Kamurai built. I am Kamurai. We are up on YouTube, Ustream, YouNow, and Firetalk. Let me explain why I'm on this Halloween, this wonderful Saturday that I'm odd here doing this. Because normally it is Thursday at 7 Eastern is when I do things. I'm looking at like 6 monitors myself. I don't enjoy any of it. Um, but I can arrange this a little better, maybe. It says, okay, hold on, maybe. You know this thing where it says, where you click go live, and it has film, it says cancel, then it has another button that goes live. So let me see if this activates itself or not, and then I will continue on my explanation. No, fuck you now. You now is officially my least favorite, and then Twitch, and then probably Firetalk, Ustream, YouTube live streaming service as far as these go, because I do appear on all those in different capacities. Fuck you now. Let's do that. The fuck you now dance. Okay, so I've had a long series of computer problems that I thought I had resolved on Sunday, and then I had a new one pop up, which is always lovely to have a new thing pop up. But it was directly related to hardware almost immediately, you could tell. So I took a shot and I bought a new power supply. I'd been meaning to do it anyways because I know the more shit you have plugged into it, the more power it takes, even just for a higher processor. And my server has was the first thing to get all the goodies because it needed to do the most work in the shortest amount of time. So, given how much the studio PC has been doing, I was like, I probably need to match up to that. So now they both have i7s, they both have my little BioStar boards, but whatever. They've got just like 16 RAM. They both now have 1,000 watt power supplies. So they may not use it all, but they've got it. And I can't tell if the other one was just dirty or old or what, but I took it out and I set it aside. So I've replaced the board and the power supply on this computer recently, and I don't enjoy that. I've upgraded the video card recently. I don't enjoy that, but I did get the new monitor, so now I do have a 3 monitor setup. And it is super weird to look at like 6 of yourself, because just I'm gonna point at stuff, YouTube, UStream, Firetalk, YouNow, and then Minicam and OBS. Because in order to upload to YouTube, I've got to use OBS as an encoder. Technically, I could do it from Minicam, but I don't enjoy using Minicam. I would get rid of it in a second if I could come up with a viable alternative. Split cam came really close to being that, but it's much harder to do overlays. It wouldn't crop the camera correctly, or maybe I was setting resolutions incorrectly. I might return and give that another try later. Really, all I want is a program that will take my video feed in and duplicate it out wherever it needs to go. Ugh. But that includes screen capturing for games too. So Minicam does that. The other thing that I really would like that I can't find anywhere is to feed my incoming video outputs from like Skype or whatever, and put them, instead of putting it into Skype and then screen capturing, just directly capture them and put it into a different program. I think XSplit might do something like that, but I haven't been able to prove it, and I've already spent enough money on software that I'm gonna try to write out what I've got, because what I've got will work, and I can do multiple sports. So my plan is to let Halloween pass, because there's that, and once I get a couple stable episodes of PlaySpot out, and gaming, because the first game time or play time, whatever we end up calling it, gaming division, let's play stuff with between Sid and I, that was a disaster. But the second one went really well. I think we're just gonna continue on, and then maybe we'll go back and play it some more, because we just enjoy that game. It's a fun little beat 'em up game. Um, but we're so happy to get past that first stint because I don't know if we ever want to play again without like having higher level characters or something. And then what was I gonna say? Chop. So with that, I definitely want to get a couple of the weirdlings on at some point. That's a neat trick for your camera if it's the autofocus is messed up. You just put your hand as close as possible and then pull it back, and it will autofocus on your hand. But like Jen and Mary, because I really like what they've been doing, and I've been trying to help things out where I can. And even if it comes down to D&D talk, I'm happy enough for that. Though I'd much rather do it. And I don't know if I've said this on camera or not yet. I've actually been talking enough in different places at weird schedules and stuff that I don't know. I definitely would like to do what I plan on calling Super Dungeon Night. The problem is that there's not a way to do that via the internet right now. So what I'm in the middle of doing is trying to resolve that. So it's unfortunately a lot more work than I would like to take on right now, but it will be worth it to have it out there and to be able to use it. I hate that that's the way I gotta do it, but it's just how it is. All the stupid shit that Soda Pop Miniatures is doing, they can't give me a digital version of their game. And to them, they're like, well, what's the point of that? The difference between a movie and a game, not only is that one's passive versus interactive, is that a movie or a story is the artist's vision expressed to you how they determined it. In a game, it's how I determine it. It's how the audience determines it. It's how we would like to play because it's how we enjoy it. So even if you just make a mechanic system that's fun, like Minecraft, because Minecraft's not a game; it's a virtual installation that has some mechanics and game aspects, but it's not a game to itself. Uh, Even putting the Ender Dragon in there, like there's barely any story there. You have a far off, non-intuitive objective. So yes, there is a game that you can play, but Minecraft itself is not a game. It's a virtual installation in which you can play other games. And I'm not gonna try to sit here and talk about games, but because that's what Sunday's for. And I realize it's tomorrow, but I can wait. Um, Oh yeah, so the previous video from last week, Thursday was all fucked up. I don't know what was happening, but like I didn't start recording on YouTube properly, and then all the other ones did weird things, and you now didn't even archive it, so I couldn't grab the footage. So I've got like a 10-15 second chunk in the middle missing. Ugh. So that was fun. I liked that. That was great. Thanks so much, you now. You suck. You suck. Ah, if that wasn't a porn site instead. Uh, oh God, what porn site would that be? Reverse POV? I guess it's still POV. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah. So I got that loaded up just before this. Trying to balance things out. I would have had it out Thursday, but I got frustrated. Said screw everything, going to bed. Danny Danger favorited that one. So I was gonna do it Friday because I knew the power supply was coming in. I left work early to go deal with that, get everything set up, and start getting caught up on things. But I mismanaged when okay, sorry. The original rendering had cut short because of the hardware failures I've been having. So the time, like, it didn't have all the video there, so I had to delete it and get it, or I had uploaded it, realized that, removed it, and then I had to re-render it, and I did that wrong. I don't know what I did, and so I had to redo it, and it just didn't happen. So it ended up being the thing. Oh, that's right. By the time I had got it ready to go again, I had started rendering something in Adobe Premiere, it seems like a very bad idea to have Adobe Pro Premiere and Sony Vegas both rendering videos at the same time. So I was just like, I'll just wait. And so I waited, and then I lit the Vlogcast video render while I went to bed. So I've got a couple more unboxing videos Which irritates me because like I just got the Among the Stars Revival one done, and then they sent me another pack of cards. It's like, well, fuck, these actually would have been interesting to talk about because the other one was like, oh, there's not that much, but it's enough. It's what I expected. That normally they throw extra stuff on, and that was the extra stuff. They just didn't have it in the thing. It was kind of cool because they had some objectives and new like some colorless buildings and what was it inspections. There was one other thing I can't remember. It looked like a new mechanic, but I can't remember what it was. Um, but that's what I like about the game is it's got lots of options to play it differently. Um, I really have no idea if you now ever. Oh, it says I'm broadcasting, so there's that. Um, so that's fun. I've got kitties that are dumb. You're a dumb kitty, aren't you, Ivory? Yeah, yeah, you are. She likes her belly rub, so whatever. She's getting pets. She's happy. I forgot to pick up candy when I went to the grocery store yesterday. That was actually the entire point of going to the grocery store. And then while I was there, I was going to pick up some other stuff. So I picked up the other stuff that I would normally pick up, but I forgot to get the candy that I almost never get because, like, I'm sorry, that I wouldn't have normally gotten because I'm not going to eat it normally. And then they didn't, like, I went to Walmart today just because I was like, oh, I'll just go to Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart in a while. And of course, they didn't have what I was looking for. And I don't even know if what I was looking for actually exists. But just like a big bag of Laffy Taffy. That's all I wanted for the non-chocolate. But I got some peanut butter cups because I know I'll eat those. Some Milky Ways because it's a good generic chocolate. Um, and I made sure I got a non-chocolate, non-nut thing. So yay! But the Laffy Taffies are like caramel apples, so I'm actually looking forward to trying some of that. And I wasn't here last year, I was at like a party or something, so I have no idea what. Oh, we're gonna fall down. I have no idea what the expectation is in this neighborhood, but we'll find out. Um, uh, Gary B, if you're watching right now, thank you. I can't tell what these there's no timestamps. Like I can actually in Firetalk you can actually delete comments, but no, I don't want to report the other guy. I just want to get rid of the things. But it doesn't give you timestamps, so you can't tell when people are talking to you. I can't see you now. Should probably pull up the chat on Ustream. Yeah, I really like the YouTube chat system better. I like it. It's the best one I've seen so far. It's better than Twitch. Twitch isn't necessarily bad, but I don't like that I have to have my video stream pulled up unless there's another way to do it that I never figured out. But now that I've YouTube, why am I motivated to investigate things? You see what I'm saying? It's just not great. But he's not on because I'm the only one watching me. Kitty, you're a kitty. You can't roll off the thing, idiot. There's like, okay, so my desk is stupid. I actually don't like this desk for this feature. Like, I would love to just make a new top and attach it in place. But it's like, it's a big U with the depression that has another board there. And I think it's because it's designed for old school tube monitors, and that's where you would set the tube monitor. And because it'd be in the depression, that's where the stand would be, and then the monitor would be level with the rest of the desk. Having three flat screens here, or two flat screens and a TV thing, like it doesn't work out that well. And my cats are actually don't like the three monitor setup because it's harder for them to sneak around. Um, yes, I can pet your head too. Cats have their own language, and if their hand isn't where they want it, they'll bite it and pull it towards their face or their head, or they'll put a paw out. This is little gray baby. got me. Stupid coontail. She might be the only one that has stripes. No, Rooster's got stripes on his tail. You don't count, do you, you orange bastard? Jesus. Emo kitty, what you gonna do? Alright, I'm trying to think of other things, because it's not Thursday, so, like, my brain's off kilter. I need to get back to Gamebox. I know I need to. It's just difficult because other people aren't on the project anymore, and like it's really hard for me to uphold promises to me. It's much easier to work on things when other people are expecting things from it. I know we hit like a rough patch with the artist because she had to do like a lot of learning and whatnot to try to do what I've been wanting to do with Battle Princesses, but I'm hoping that I can keep her on long enough that I can get her through the next couple sets. And I think if we can get her to a place where she's like, okay, I do this, and then I can do it in my sleep, then it won't be so bad. It was just rough for her trying to learn everything on a schedule and then do all the stuff that she's doing with her video groups and all. Like, I seriously, like, if I could do one thing right now, like, I would manage her into a position where she could support herself artistically without a company backing her. And I don't think she wants to do webcomics, but like I that would be like my number one way to go. It's like, let's do a webcomic, let's get it promoted and everything correctly, um, and then you can art for yourself, and then you can do commissions and art pieces and whatever else. So we'd have to set up like a store and merch, and I think you could get. I think she could have some really cool T-shirts because her thing is like Dark Red Heart. If you Google that, you'll probably find her stuff. But I think they'd have a great T-shirt, just whatever color, and then just do a little intricately done heart there. Um, uh, I don't know. I just know what I would like out of it. Um, there's just so many things, and I hit like a bump too with the idea of going to Austin. Like I really, that's like I don't have anything else I want to do that's not just me. I can do whatever all my stuff anywhere. The like the thing, the only thing that exists in the world that like I can't just do from wherever, and I gotta get out of here, regardless, is working with the Weird Lanes in Austin. But like there's a certain barrier that I hit that I don't want to have anybody there. But like so it's like I don't know if I want to be around that because I'm just not around it. Fuck it. For like 420 friendly, it's just not my bag, and it's some people's bag and whatever. Um, so there's just enough of that going around that's like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Because I would love to go and contribute and help or whatever. And I could do my shit on my own. So I don't see why that be a contention. But so maybe that's the way to go about it. Is just wherever I'm at, keep going. And they've got a stupid Patreon open now, at least through Heroes of Awesome, that I can throw some money their way. But like that's the thing is like if you don't have it open, then nobody can do it. So it's not as good as Mark is. Like there's just times where I think like, hey, he's old. I had to stop because we had a short technology conversation we need to pick back up. But it's just funny that like it's like it's like this is one of the ways we do things now, and hey, that's what it is. Okay, I feel like I badmouth people now, and I didn't mean none of it was intended like that. Like when I badmouth people, it's very obvious, like that piece of shit. And that's not the intent at all. Everybody does things differently and lives their lives different ways, and that's what it is. So I think maybe that's the better goal is to just get involved more internet wise. But I've got to go somewhere. I've got to get the fuck out of here. So I think by December, if I haven't found another way out, that yeah, I think I'm going back to Atlanta for a minute. And there's no reason I can't just do that, but I would like to. I would just like. I like. There, like the goal. There's goals and there's things you'd like to do and there's things you have to do. And I'm gonna have to get the fuck out of this place. I can't stand here. I can't stand the company. I can't. I just don't like any of it. I'm not young and uh, less ugly that says I used to be. There's I'm less tolerant of the world now, being old and curmudgeonly at 32. um, that I don't. It's no. I'm happy. I would be happier being locked away and playing with people over the internet, but nobody seems to internet as well as I feel I do. So there's this big disconnect. It's just a normal thing, because if you're not in somebody's life, then how important can you be? Because to anybody, the most important thing is them, because without them, the rest of the world doesn't exist. So the closer you are to them, the more likely that you are important. And it's a fact of how human nature works, regardless of whether or not it applies to you. Um, it's how it is. And where the real difference comes into is what we think of as close to us. Like, if I go to a coffee shop every day and I see the same coffee girl gives me coffee every morning, then like that's a closeness, because because she's stuck in my life. Whether or not I like her, like she's stuck in my life. Like that's a thing. So to me, if we're internet friends, you are probably stuck in my life, at least to some capacity. Now, whether or not I'm stuck in your life is another matter entirely, and that's where we get into the disparages. Because not only do you go into the factor of, uh, like, do you recognize internet people as real people? Because that's a huge thing. That's one of the reasons why the internet is just strewn with piss and sewage. But then you get down to like, what's your attention span for that? If you're following 300 people, then what's the chance that I'm gonna make any impact on you? If you have 10,000 followers, then what's the chance that my wee little voice is gonna get through to you? It's not. It's one of the reasons why I like smaller groups like the Weirdlings, that have general positive messages, that have cultural discussions about things I like and care about, regardless of whether or not I agree with their ends of those discussions a lot of the times. I don't know. There is so much to do and so little time to do it in, and that sounds sad and depressing. But the goal is for today and until Thursday, because like I mean, I guess I got this is supposed to be a weekly thing, right? I want to get caught up. I want to fucking want to clean a little bit. I've got to figure out a way. I need a Roomba. Uh, it seems like the best way to go about things. Like if I don't have one by Cyber Monday, I definitely will get a Roomba. But I think that's it. I'm gonna talk about things to talk about. I'm gonna work on the Super Dungeon Night stuff. Um, I've got another video I want to get edited. I got the audio synced up. I've got an anime that I'm watching that will distract me from getting that done in a timely manner. I finished on Kite. I want to get some more Let's Play stuff out there this weekend. I might put the gaming off till tomorrow and just game all day. But what was it? I had like a small list here. I looked at Origin. I was like, there's a couple games on there. I should probably just get rid of those. Because I think I'm gonna do Sun Age coming up. But like Command and Conquer, Bejeweled, Wing Commander, I kind of want to get those out of the way just because they're the shitty games on Origin, and then I can hide them. And I'm done. And then I can just go back through. And then there was the Super Dungeon Tactics game. Yeah. I was gonna try to do that. And Star Realms actually wouldn't be a bad one to do either. So maybe I'll do a couple one-offs real quick because I know like I'm not playing Bejeweled 3 for very long, and then Command and Conquer. I probably won't play that one because it's not. I remember playing Command and Conquer at one point, but I think I'd rather go back and play StarCraft 1, which actually would be good. But I'll probably do Sun Age before I do that. And then Wing Commander. So like, I got a request for it. I'm gonna do it. It's just fuck life and things and stuff. Isn't that right, Kitty? Go get me a snack. Go on. Go on. No? Okay. He just wants pets. Come here and get pets. And when you pick them up, they get all weird. They start clawing your clothes. Like you're gonna eat them. I know. You're missing an ear. Went down? Ugh. He's orange. He's depressed. They get like that sometimes. Okay, so I think Rooster and I are gonna go bye-bye. And we're gonna try to have a good day. Happy Halloween if you're watching this on the day. If not, I hope you had a good one. Unless you didn't, we just won't talk about it. Right. So until you see me next time, I am Kamurai. Have a nice day. If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels. Thanks for watching.